Moville is a picturesque village set on the shores of Lough Foyle with every tourist amenity in abundance. Nowadays the village is thriving with economic expansion evident throughout the Inishowen Peninsula. Of course, every place needs its tourist showpiece, and for Moville it's the vintage car rally.
We started off here with 9 cars on the same square on a nice sunny afternoon. I can remember it too. Over the years, we've built up a great circle of friends here in Moville, you know, and we've found that it's been a great asset to the town. It kicks off our summer season here. It sort of gives a signal out that we're up and running and open for our tourism, which is a big part of this area, you know.
Hello, my name's David Kilgour, and this is my 1970 Ford Cortina 1600E. She's purple velvet. I do about 1,000 miles a year for fun.
I am Billy Hamilton from British Strabane. This is my 1970 Riley 472, which I keep for the shows. The work was done by my good friend William McLaughlin from Strabane, and it's a very good, reliable car.
Hello, I'm John King from Lough, County Londonderry. This is a 1956 Ford Anglia 100E. I have it now approximately 5 years. When we bought it, it was a reasonable condition, but it stood a winter's work, which brought it up to this condition.
Looking at a 1952 Mark 6 Bentley. It's known as a big bore Bentley. I bought it in County Mayo, actually, in a derelict condition, and a fellow in Coleraine restored it for me. And the parts, I sent to England for the parts over to the Rolls-Royce specialist there in Northampton. The doors are, you know, it's leather, there was a lot of rust. We had to replace all this, you know, and the carpets and the headcloth.
And the wood that we're looking at there, what's that, Eddie?
The wood, that's bore walnut, you know. It's on the dash and on the trays and the backs of the seats, door cappings, that's all bore walnut. And these spats were made by an old man over nearly 80 years of age up in Northern Ireland, made those for me.
Out of metal or fiberglass?
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
Out of aluminium.
Right.
The bumpers I had re-chromed in Kilkenny. You get to hear where there's bits and pieces, and you shush them out.
Now, the amazing thing about this, Eddie, is the time and effort that people put into it. What is the mystery about this?
A lot of time was put into that, about 4 years from start to finish, from it came out of County Mayo until it was ready for the road. 4 years exactly was the time that was spent.
Why, Eddie? What's it all about?
Well, that's just, to me, it's a hobby, or as somebody said to me, it's a disease. It's not a hobby, it's a disease. A mark of insanity.
This is 1965 Morris Minor. Now, when I got it, I have actually a brochure at home about it, and it was actually in total wreck and ruin. You know, if you had saw it, you wouldn't have given it a second look.
How much did you pay for it?
At the time I bought it, it cost me £250. Now, I've spent roughly 2 to 3 years restoring it, and all these wings are new, the doors and everything, and it has had a bare metal respray. Now, the engine itself here had to be rebuilt, complete with the gearbox, and I did all the work on it myself. But whenever you see the finished product and you get out to drive it and that, you sort of take a wee look at it again and say, well, the whole job is worth it, you know.
This is the 27th year this festival started with my late father. But we've always had ideas, you know, to extend it and have a vintage weekend. And we would all be very optimistic in this area, you know. People are on sort of in the same way of thinking. We all want to put our shoulder to the wheel and try and keep it going, you know.
At the end of the day, the Bentley saw off the opposition at the rally. The Roger Rawdon Cup for Best Exhibitor went to a very happy Eddie Ferry.